More recently, you've written Giving is the Good Life. So we want to talk about that and dig into that. So to ask you a question, your book is entitled Giving is the Good Life. How does Scripture define the good life? And how is that different than the world's definition?
Well, let's start with the world's definition. The good life, when people talk about it, if you look up the good life online, it's pretty much make as much money as you can, spend as much as you can on yourself, go anywhere you want to go and do anything you want to do, and that's the good life. However, even in the world, when people do that, they hit these dead-end streets or cul-de-sacs and end up going nowhere. I remember a few years ago, it was a major magazine where Owen Wilson, the actor, had attempted to take his life. And people were saying, wait a minute, he has everything. He has everything the rest of us wants. He's got all this money and all the fame and the popularity and the power and the influence and the relationships and all of this, except that really wasn't the good life. You know how we know that for sure? Because if you're living the good life, you don't want to end your life.
Yeah.
Now, Jesus said, a man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions. Jesus said he is the life. He calls himself the bread of life. He's the living water. He's the way, the truth, and the life. He's the resurrection and the life. And he has come to bring us life and bring it more abundantly. He's all about life. And Compassion's ministry related to bringing physical life and spiritual life to people. What's the good life? Well, the good life biblically is to love the Lord your God with all your heart and mind and soul and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. And when you live that kind of life, among other things, it's happy making. Jesus said it is more happy making to give than to receive. The word that's translated blessed usually is makarios, a Greek word that means happiness or happy making. And so the good life is a happy life. The problem is we sometimes look for the good life in the wrong places, and we look for happiness in the wrong places. And that's why I wrote the book, Giving is the Good Life, because I just want to clarify what Scripture actually says. It's so beautiful and so hope-giving, and the good life is not what people claim it is. It's something, well, it's what Jesus claimed it was.